Welcome back to Technosurgeon YouTube channel. So today we are having the news regarding B760 motherboards which are from Intel's 13th gen and they are going to be expensive as it was the problem with B650 B670 from AMD. It's going to be same case where Intel's B760 will be 10% higher than the previous generation. So yeah, but you are getting something less, but at the same time, the boards are getting expensive, which are a bummer because 13 gen is going to get a price increase. We know that for sure. And 13 gen is also expensive, so along with it, this high-end board getting price increase is bad. And the PCI 3 Gen 3 will get degradation from 8 to 4 lanes, while PCI 4.0 get an upgrade from 6 to 10 lanes, which is a nice thing. But the price hike uh, is scheduled for like when they launch early next year, which is a bad move because it's going to be 10% increase over basic 60, which is a bad thing because it's the same issue with AMD. Like M5 motherboard was too expensive and no one bought it, and now it's going to happen with Intel. So yeah, it's a pretty bad. And if this is the case, mid-range will follow soon. So overall, it's a bad way to say like the consumers are going to pay more. So basically, we can do anything. If you want like Intel's 13G, you need to buy the basics B760 motherboard, which is their high-end motherboards. Moving on, we have news regarding AMD's 7900 XT and XTX. As we know, 7900 XT and XTX was launched, but now we have a report suggesting how many graphics card will be available for the consumers, and it is pretty nice because AMD is planning to launch almost 200k of 1700 XT and XTX by Q4, and it comes from Kyle Bennett, and he's verified with multiple sources. And AMD Radeon will ship over 200 1700 XT and XTX GPUs in Q4 and over 30k reference design on shelves on launch day, which is insane. But given the fact like 1700 XT and XTX both partner cards are delayed, we still don't know when they are coming, but they are mostly delayed by 1 week, or maybe they've already launched at the same time. I still don't know, but they are planning for almost 200k reference card, so 200k of GPUs by Q4. And Q4, it's like we are literally in Q4 section, so it's going to be in just 10 days. So it's a pretty big achievement. So what do you think about it? I'm pretty excited. Like 1700 XT and XTX is pretty insane. Like and Nvidia has only sold like 1,600 160,000 units, which is way less. Like, and they're planning for 200k, which is a very high number for AMD also. Moving on, we have some news regarding the overclocking capabilities of 1700 XT and XTX, and these are pretty insane. Like 1700 XTX, Tough Gaming OC can go as high as 3199 megahertz, which is close to 32 megahertz, 3.2 gigahertz to be exact, and it's an average GPU clock because changing the GPU clock does nothing for performance, so it results in a loss of performance and crashing as they had seen when they tried it. But given the fact like it can overclock to 3.2 gigahertz, which is insane as of now. Like they never tweeted out like it can go as high as 3.2 gigahertz. Like they said like 2.7 gigahertz for 700 XT and 2.6 gigahertz to 1700 XT, but the average game clock goes up to as high as 73.2 gigahertz. Yeah, pretty insane. And it's the same case with 1700 XT. It can also overclock to insane heights, and if you compare it like some in Unity engine XTX overclock gets an upward of increase of 10%, but the GPU crashes a lot. But 10 to 11% increase is insane, like at that price point. And 1700 XT was able to overclock to 3.4 gigahertz, 3.492, which is close to 3.5 gigahertz, which is really insane. Like 1700 XT going as high as that, and yeah, it cannot support it to play games as of now. Maybe it's a driver issue, or maybe there's a bug in the system. Maybe they need to update the BIOS or something like that to increase that, to make it stable at that clocks. But overclocking at that insane height, and along with it, it's just like
not a reference card, but it's just on air cooled, which is insane. Like if imagine what it can do on liquid cooled model or something like that. Along with it, it can do it only because it has that 3-pin connector or 2-pin connector. So yeah, along with it, simplicity, simplicity from anyone keeping track of driver releases for gamers. They said like Nvidia vehicle drivers are scheduled more compared to Intel's and AMD's. Like in 2021 and 2022, Nvidia provided more drivers compared to AMD and Intel. But Nvidia's driver, they have better drivers also, and sometimes there are crashes in their driver. I used an Nvidia GPU, and I know like there is some occasional crash, and that's why they also issues a patch. But AMD never issues a patch. They have like the perfect drivers most of the time. So Nvidia is clearly feeling the heat, and they said like the games supported, but even if the games are supported less, like games are literally supported by AMD's card, it's just not optimized. So if you go for AMD instead of Nvidia, you're not going bad on the decision for say, but Nvidia has a nice ray tracing capabilities. We still don't know about 1700 XTX and XTX ray tracing capabilities, but it is what they said it's going to be. Then it's going to be insane. So yeah, that's it from me today. What do you think about the news? Sound of your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe. And I will meet you in the next one. Peace out. And there will be some delays with the videos upload because I'm sick and I can't record it perfectly. So, yeah, thank you and peace out.